Welcome to our project, TigerGraph.js, a JavaScript wrapper for TigerGraph aimed to simplify the JavaScript TigerGraph development process. First, why did I create this? A few weeks back, I was looking into integrating TigerGraph with an app I created with a backend in Node.js. However, I found that there was little documentation for Node.js and JavaScript for TigerGraph, which I found surprising. Node.js is a popular backend, especially for full-stack developers, with libraries such as Vue, Angular, and React. In addition, JavaScript is one of the most popular languages, especially for beginners, due to its forgiving syntax. So, to address this gap, I created TigerGraph.js. First, it's a library, so it requires less code than constantly querying the REST API. This less code makes it simple. In addition, we have documentation, so it should be easier to learn. The intended audience for this is full-stack developers and beginners. Full-stack developers can now more easily integrate TigerGraph with their application, and beginners who are brand new to graph technology can start learning more about graph. I did a competitive comparison, and I explored Neo4j and MongoDB. Neo4j is another popular graph database. Though it has documentation for JavaScript, it's not comprehensive. Therefore, hopefully, TigerGraph.js with its documentation can be more appealing, along with the benefits of TigerGraph. Next, MongoDB is not a graph database. However, it's a popular choice for Node.js in the backend. Therefore, I think if a developer needs to use graph technology, TigerGraph.js could be a popular option. Next, let's check out the docs. For documentation, currently hosted my GitHub/TigerGraph.js. We have, for the getting started, a quick about, how to install it, how to first use it, including generating a token. And then we have a few ongoing projects you can use for reference. Next, in our docs, we have different functions, which have the name, what it does, example code, and then the parameters, including the type and a small description of what it is. We have that for vertice functions, edge functions, query functions, and other functions. Next, we have how you can contribute to this project, or even offer your own project for the docs. And finally, we have an MIT license. Okay, so we're going to start off with a live walkthrough. We can go ahead and npm init this and go through all of that. So then we can npm install TigerGraph.js, letting that go through. So we're going to start off with this. I already did credentials, so we don't have to worry about that. Next, we can go ahead and create our connection. We don't need this. So with our connection, our domain right here is test. So you can just replace this with test. We are calling my graph, and the rest is just my credentials. So let's go ahead and explore a little bit of everything. So let's do get vertices. So we're going to do con.get vertices. And so let's look at what vertices we want to grab. I'm going to grab patient. Let's get all the patient data. Next, I'm going to do a quick callback. All it's going to do is it's going to print it out to the console. Oh, never mind. So we can run node index.js, and we get the data for the patient vertices. Next, let's look at get edges. Comment this out. So connection dot get edges. So for this, we start off with the vertex type and vertex ID. So let's go to another patient, or actually, because it's easier to, let's do a country. Then we can go to explore. So here's a few countries which you can use. Let's do China. The next parameter for this is going to be edge. And so if we return all edges, we just use an underscore. So you can do underscore. And lastly, we have a callback. So let's just print out this data. Run, and now we have edge types. Those are directed. Things are from China. Type that to patients. Okay. Last thing, let's just do one for the MISC section, or no, queries. So, we can run query. So, let us con.run query. And the parameters are the query name, any parameters, and then our callback. So, let's look at the queries written on here. I installed HDistribution. So, let's do that. So, our query name is going to be HDistribution. Distribution. We don't have any parameters. And lastly, our callback, let's just print out value. Data. Alright, let's run it. And so, as it sort of shows, we get age mount. Nice. We can run a pass parameter by running all connection. We pass a patient P. And so what will the P parameter be? Let's some patients. Let's do this one. So that's 60. 0. Then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 21. And we can go ahead and run that. Nice. And so we have an edge list, which you can explore more if you wanted to. For the sake of time, I'm just going to look at other functions. We can do echo, so it finds the approximate time between launches. So this would run just query.echo. And you have 3 booleans about which we're going to see. Say true for all of them. And then lastly, our callback. Let's go ahead and console.log them. Alright. And this is what it's going to give us. So that's it for the live code walkthrough. Finally, thank you for watching my video and considering my project. I learned a lot and I had a lot of fun creating this, so thank you.